So, hi guys, we're going to start a quick training on the wrap and go system. Now we know in Ardyss International we already have the cellulite wrapping system. That system comes with the herbal gel, it comes with the cellulite lotion, and it comes with the wrapping product that you're going to actually put on a person's skin. And that one is amazing. I mean, the benefits of it has really blown me away. We found out that, sorry about this. We found out that there's an ingredient in the cellulite lotion that really helps to get into the cells. This is cellular nutrition still from a topical level, okay? It gets into the cells and it helps to go and liquefy the fat. I'm talking about the cellulite lotion. Liquefy the fat so that you can eliminate through your normal elimination system, okay? So I love that. So we already have a wrapping system. The directions are on that kit, but we have discovered a way to do what we call a wrap and go. So many people want it right now. They want it instant. They want something immediate, and we know that our product is going to give the results that they're looking for. So we have recently discovered a new way to do the wraps. Now, many of you have heard of the trimming gel and probably used it before. We know the trimming gel is also going to liquefy that fatty tissue, help you to eliminate. It's also going to help to shrink the skin. You know how sometimes after you have maybe a C-section and your skin is not firm, or even maybe underneath your arms, you want to tone them up, they're not firm. What we know, just from past experience, women who just wore the trimming gel in the Body Magic had firmer, more improved skin without cellulite. So, a young lady by the name of Billy Billups, a diamond president in Chicago, showed us what she does. She is a masseuse and an esthetician. And she said, well, China, this is what I do. I use the trimming gel, I use the Slim Shaper, and I just wrap them up with saran wrap after putting on the trimming gel, and the results are incredible. And we was like, wow, you know, that's moving more product. You are now selling the Slim Shaper with them. It's not just a treatment that they're going to get, lose a couple of inches, and then not have any maintenance. What we're doing now is a wrap and go that's going to allow them to have waistline training going on. So here's what we're using. I got this piece here from Lowe's. Okay, this is shrink wrap that you would normally wrap furniture with. It's a lot more sturdy, it's a lot more durable, and so I like this because I can just really go around and around and around on a person and have a really good experience. But here's the first step that you want to do. You always want to have a client profile with your client to know if they have hypertension, and know some things that's going on, because now we're kind of going into what a lot of spas are doing, and there are some reasons that they're asking certain questions. Certain people have high blood pressure, and if you try to wrap them, especially if you go too aggressive, you can really cause swelling for that person. You want to prevent these things. We're not medical doctors or physicians, and so we don't want to pretend that we are, but we want to equip you to know what you're doing so that you don't have these reactions to happen. So we always thermogize the body. We heat the body up before we get started. Whether that's thermogen tea, if they are not diabetic, and I think I have some product, let's just see so I can, for camera purposes, to show. But you want to thermogize their body with something warm. If it's not the thermogen tea, because a person who is suffering with high blood pressure cannot have thermogen tea, okay? They have high blood pressure, we don't recommend they have thermogen tea. But we say that, you know what, they can have the Sweet Balance coffee. We want something hot going in their body. So that's a really important. If they have high blood pressure, we recommend the Sweet Balance coffee opposed to the thermogen tea, which most people will get. The thermogen tea is going to go into their system. It's going to really thermogize and heat up the inside of their body. It's going to speed up the metabolism. We want all of that going on while they are getting wrapped, okay? So now you have all your tools set. The one thing you want to have is a permanent marker, preferably black. You want to have some gloves for sanitation purposes. You want to have your measuring tape. You want to have something that you can record this information down with, okay? You want to have something that you can take some notes and put their sizes down, okay? You want to also make sure that you have your trimming gel. You can also use the herbal gel combined with the cellulite solution, okay? So when we're talking about the wrapping solution, don't get so caught up on the trimming gel, because the herbal gel and the cellulite lotion is actually incredible as well, even without the hot water going through the traditional way. Okay. And you want to have a Slim Shaper that's their size. We'll talk about the sizing of the Slim Shapers in just a moment, okay? All right, so you have your permanent marker, you have your measuring tape, You have your gloves for sanitation purposes, okay? You have your shrink wrap that you can get from Lowe's or Home Depot. You also have your Slim Shaper in their size. And we're going to talk about sizing for Slim Shapers in a moment, but I want to make sure that everybody knows the system. So basically, the client comes in. You have a client profile with them. While you're doing that, after you know whether they have high blood pressure or not, then you're already preparing their Thermogen tea or their Sweet Balance coffee so that they're beginning to thermogize the insides of their bodies. Okay, once that's done, you want to make sure that you put your gloves on. Welcome, welcome. And that you are having your permanent marker prepared with your measuring tape so that now you can take a real measurement of the person, okay? Can we get a demo? Someone to demonstrate? Yeah. The areas that I like to measure is what I call the upper waist area, not the thorax so much, just upper waist, okay? Nice firm measurement, not an aggressive one like you trying to go into, but just nice where you can get the real measurement, okay? Not too tight though. The real waist, so you have upper waist measurement, you have real waist measurement, and then you have lower waist measurement, which you're really looking for the widest part of the belly, love handle area, not so much hip, but the widest part of the belly, because this is really where they usually lose most. They lose most where they have most, usually, okay? So once you record their measurements, while you're doing the first measurement, here's what you do. You take and measure them. Remember, it's an upper waist measurement, not so much as thorax, because you know the thorax will actually lift the breast. We don't have to do that. But you will take the permanent marker and mark above and below the first measuring line. This is so that you can record this above and below. And this is so that when you come back afterwards to measure, you know exactly where you put the measuring tape at before. So you're going to take a permanent marker, and I'll tell you why in a moment, above and below the measuring line. Then you're going to go to real waist, which is usually where the curve is, okay? If you have a hard time identifying it, they can lean to the left or the right so that you can identify that. And then you want to take a real measurement, mark above and below here as well. And then when you do the lower waist, above and below.
Where are you marking?
On the side, above.
On their body?
On their body.
Okay.
On their body, okay? Permanent marker for a reason, I'll tell you in a minute. And then once you get those measurements, and you're going to mark on both sides. So when they're done, you almost look like they're about to have a surgery done, right? You know, you go to the doctor, they'll mark you up, making sure they're about to cut you at, but the good thing is you ain't going to get cut with this. So you record their measurement. Now you go in with your wrapping solution, be it trimming gel or the herbal gel with the cellulite lotion. Let me tell you something, that cellulite lotion is incredible. The herbal gel is amazing. The trimming gel we know very, very well. All of the products that we provide in Ardyss International is going to gear to the result that you are looking for. What some people are even doing is they're going in, they're putting trimming gel on first, they're massaging it in. I'm not talking about rubbing it in like lotion. They are massaging it, deep tissue massaging it. Come back up. Let me show them real quick about the massage piece. This is so important. When you put that gel in your hand, you got your gloves on, you rub it in your hand. You rub it to the body. You want to define the waistline, okay? Define that waistline and bring it to you. If there is hanging belly, it goes upwards. We want to go against gravity. It's going to go up. Massage into the tissue. Don't just rub it. Get in there, massage it in, and remember to define that waistline and bring the tissue in the front up. When you're massaging it, you can also grab from the back to bring it to the front, right? Because you want to define that waistline to liquefy the tissue here. If you do trimming gel first and you still want to use the herbal gel and the cellulite lotion, you can. Put the trimming gel on first, then go in, do the herbal. And some people just love the herbal gel and the cellulite lotion because this is what they were already using with our wrapping system. If they want to continue to do that, no problem, because many of these people already have clients, okay? You go in and do the same technique. Once you're done, the permanent marker is going to stay because it's permanent. You just put moisture on it. If it's not a permanent marker, those lines are gone. No, I'm saying that. Yeah, please come in. The permanent marker will keep that mark there so that once she's done, we know where the measurements were. Now, the solution is already applied, all right?
So you can do the Thermogen gel, the herbal gel, the trimming gel, the herbal, and the cellulite.
You can do all three, and if you wanted to use just the trimming gel, you can use just the trimming gel. If you wanted to use just herbal and cellulite, you can use just herbal and cellulite.
Can you blend them all together?
I prefer you to use trimming first. It helps to open up the pores, and then you can blend herbal and cellulite.
Okay.
Okay? Next, let's say she had a hanging stomach. Okay? We're going to start from the back. I always have my little wrap spoolie up. Sometimes you'll have a 2-1, whatever, but it being up helps it to wrap a little bit better. I'm going to put it here. If it was on her skin, it would stick. I'm going to go as close to the curvature of her buttocks as possible. She would hold the front of her stomach up. If she had a hanging stomach, she will hold it up, and I'm going low. You see how low I'm going? Almost to the private line. She will hold it up, and then I will wrap what I would call a triple wrap. I will do what I call a triple wrap. That means I'm going on the same area 3 times before I decide to start to maneuver upward. Not too loose, not too tight. If this was on her skin, it would cling a little bit more than it's on her clothes. Then I would go upward. Triple wrap still, that means I'm going on that area 3 times as well before I begin to go up, okay? I'm going to stop once I get all the way up here, all right? So let's just assume that happened. I break that. So now she's all wrapped up. Let's just pretend she got all wrapped up. I'm real excited about my little stuff right here. So triple wrap, though, you get what I mean? Not too tight, but not too loose. They have to have it on them. You want the product not to be dripping or anything like that. Now, and remember, you massage it for about 5-10 minutes or so. Come on, then, we're just training. Then she's gonna apply her Slim Shaper with straps. You don't want to do one without straps, guys. This is a treatment, and what tends to happen is you can actually reshape the body for that top little fat piece to roll up. Some people have jobs that, you know, when they sit down and they're doing a lot, the top part of the back tissue can be, you want everything to be even. This is, they need to understand it. So she would actually put this garment on. This will be her size. We'll talk about sizing in just a moment. She will put this garment on. This is not her size, and we will close it up, and she can go. It took about 20 minutes from the time we started to the time we're done for the full wrap and go. Now what she's going to do when she gets home, because the measuring marks are there, she's going to measure herself. Now here's where it can get a little tricky, because she's not the professional. She may measure herself wrong. She don't really know how much she lost. The important thing for you to know your system work is to do it on yourself, do it on a loved one, try it out so you can know this is an excellent formula. People are losing 4 inches immediately, 2 inches immediately. I mean, they got some other companies excited about 1 inch being lost. I've never had a person to only lose 1 inch. The less amount they've ever lost was 2 inches, and they had very firm skin. They were very, very solid. I recommended a detox, and I knew it was some other things internally that we needed to do for that person, okay? But 2 inches up to 9 inches is the most that I've heard. 9 inches being lost.
9.
Yeah.
Now, is that like permanent? I mean, is it going to stay
It's
on?
not water weight.
Oh, okay.
The fatty tissue is actually being liquefied, and because we're providing a treatment, a system, not just a wrap, what's happening is, what's happening is now she has this garment. Now, many of you that are distributors already know this garment by itself ain't no joke.
Right.
So the garment alone is going to define the waistline. It's going to flatten out the belly. It's going to give that back. It is going to define your waistline. This is the waistline treatment here. The waist training is the garment. Okay? So it's not just a temporary water loss situation that some people mad about the trick wrap. This is not the trick wrap. Okay, this is real wrap. Okay, so it is going to really give you what you're looking for. So she has this on now. She's happy and she's ready to go. This is what the finished product looks like. Now, once again, you try it on yourself. You have a chance to really do it to see, or someone, so you can really know. I did it on my daughter. She lost 4 inches. We all look. Wow. Look, I'm ready to grab somebody else. So it's working.
Now, I know you're only supposed to wear that garment for about
4 hours.
4 hours. So
she can do the whole wrap treatment for 4 hours if she chose to. Somebody even asked, can I work out in it? So we're waiting to just get full confirmation. This is not my ideas. This is not trying to come up with stuff. I don't do that. I do numbers. But so I'm just waiting on Lucy so that I can ask her that question because they want to know if you can work out in it. I don't see why not, but once again, that's not mine.
I've worked out in it before.
The garment, but what about the wrap?
I don't know about the wrap
Right.
part. I never did that.
I just want to make sure because that's what the people are saying. They love how the wrap feel with the saran wrap under the garment. We've also put this on the Body Magic longs. We put it on thighs, on arms with the comfort bra. Yes. And I don't know, they said, I don't know, the solution or something with the, I don't know, they felt better. They liked how it felt. They felt like their pores was a little open because I was wondering if they felt wet and yucky. I'm that person, I don't like wet, yucky on my skin. They didn't have that experience at all because remember, you deep tissue massage in. You're not feeling all wet. And the one thing about this Slim Shaper garment, you don't feel like you're sweating when you have it on, but you really are underneath it. When you take the garment off, you're wet here, but you're not wet here, right? You're just wet in that area right there. So that's a really good thing about this piece. So then you're done. Now here's the one thing I want to say about measuring really quick before we go. What time is it?
It's
We got about 5 minutes.
Okay.
Well, I think we got less than
22. I mean, he's
Okay, 3 minutes.
Okay.
So with the system, are they, with the package, are they getting the gel? Are they taking
yes.
it with them? So they can continue to do the wrap?
Yes, they can do the wrap daily. They actually recommend it daily. They can do the wrap daily, every single day. There's no chemicals. When you have chemicals in your product, they don't recommend you to do it daily. But ours is a real, natural, organic, herbal system. You can do it daily. In fact, they're recommended. Especially right after the shower. People are sleeping in these garments. Really quick, Slim Shaper measurements. You want to go to the widest part of the waist and get the measurement. Okay? So you can know what size garment that they would use. The thorax will give you a measurement based on the measuring chart. However, if they have a small back and a fuller stomach, that garment may not fit. And this is not a Body Magic measurement. If you're a 32 Body Magic, you may actually be a 38 Slim Shape. You could be a 40. It just depends, okay? So please, guys, the largest part of the waist is where you want, and that could be different places for different people. That's why I'm not saying lower. Some people have a fuller belly here, and you want to make sure that you get because the Slim Shaper is not like the Body Magic. They want to be able to wear it, and they're not going to wear it if they feel like they can't breathe. Right. Okay, so any questions really quick before we transition? All right, guys. Thank you so much. We're going to get this party started in just a moment.
Thank you, China.
You're welcome.
Let's give China a hand.
Woo!